Have you ever wondered why fireworks light up the sky every 4th of July? It's because America is celebrating its birthday, Independence Day. On July 4th, 1776, the United States was born as a new nation, free from British rule. Before that, 13 colonies were ruled by a distant king in Great Britain. The people living here wanted a chance to be happy and free, so they dreamed of a country where they could make their own rules. When you see fireworks, you're watching a celebration of courage and hope, the start of a journey toward freedom. Independence Day is more than just parades and picnics. It's a reminder that big ideas can change the world. The 4th of July honors those who stood up for their beliefs and created a new path. It's a day to remember the values of liberty and the chance to build a better life. This story belongs to everyone in America, and it's still being written today. The 4th of July is a celebration of a dream that came true, a country where people are in charge of their own future. Let's travel back in time to the 13 colonies along the east coast of North America. People came from many places, seeking freedom and opportunity. Life was tough. They built homes, grew food, and made clothes by hand. The colonies were ruled by King George III of Great Britain, who lived far across the ocean. Colonists had to follow his laws and pay taxes, but had no say in the government. It was like playing a game where someone else made all the rules. News traveled slowly, and children often worked alongside their families. Despite hardships, colonists built strong communities and started to feel connected to their new home. They began to see themselves as Virginians, New Yorkers, or Pennsylvanians, not just British subjects. This new American identity was the seed of independence. Soon, they would believe they could govern themselves. Over time, colonists grew frustrated with unfair British laws and taxes, especially on things like tea. No taxation without representation became their rallying cry. Colonists protested by refusing British goods and famously dumping tea into Boston Harbor, the Boston Tea Party. Britain responded by sending more soldiers, making things worse. Tensions rose, and small fights turned into a war for independence. Leaders from all 13 colonies met as the Continental Congress to decide their future. They realized protesting wasn't enough. It was time to break away completely. They wanted a nation built on liberty and justice. Declaring independence was a huge, risky step. The colonists were ready to tell the world they were free. This decision would change history forever. The leaders needed to explain their decision, so Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. This document was like a letter to the world, stating why America wanted to be free. It declared that everyone has rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The government's job, it said, is to protect these rights. On July 4, 1776, the Continental Congress approved the Declaration. Signing it was risky. The leaders could have been punished as traitors if they lost. But they believed in freedom so strongly, they risked everything. The Declaration is America's birth certificate and a promise of a new kind of country. Its words inspire people around the world, even today. It reminds us that people can stand up against unfairness. The Declaration is the foundation of the United States. Today, Americans celebrate the 4th of July with joy and excitement. Families gather for barbecues, picnics, and time together. As night falls, fireworks light up the sky, a tradition since 1777. Parades fill the streets with music, flags, and community spirit. Children decorate bikes and wave flags, joining in the fun. The American flags, red, white, and blue, are everywhere. These traditions help us remember the story of our country. The 4th of July is a way to thank those who dreamed of freedom. It reminds us of the ideals of liberty and equality, and it inspires us to keep working toward a better future for everyone.